So this technique that I wanted to show you today, I don't know if there's a name for it. I've just sort of just stumbled upon it one day when I was working with a customer, because I sometimes will just take 4 sections in the hair, and I've just been sort of like working up, following the color wheel. And one day I thought, instead of doing both sides the same, one side I would work up the cooler side of the color wheel, and on the other side I would work up the warmer side of the color wheel, just to give it something different. And it just came out really cool, and I thought, oh, it's such a simple little thing that I just didn't never think about. So I thought maybe I would share it with you guys today as well. I might just say, if you're new to this page as well, thank you so much for joining me on Patreon. I really appreciate it. Today I'm going to do 4 sections, and I'm working on a balayage, which I absolutely love. Like, balayage has to be my favorite thing to do. I just love it. And the reason that I love it is because it really does not matter where you do your colors. Like, you cannot go wrong with a balayage, because even if you do chunky slices, it's not going to matter because you've got that root fade there. So you can chunk away, like literally just do strips like that, and it will just look amazing because you've got that root fade in there first. So balayage is my favorite thing. And sometimes when I do this, I will literally just take a horizontal section like that, just straight across. Like I said, with the balayage, it doesn't matter as much because you've got that there, so you're not going to end up with stripes like that anyway. Today, I might just take my sections on a little bit of an angle. I think I'll just start with one side, working up so you can see the sort of color pattern that I'm doing before I move on to the other side. Oh, notice I have towel as well. You want to have a towel because you're going to need to wipe your hands in between every section. Okay, so let's make this side the warm side of the color wheel. So I'm going to start with purple, and I like to just sort of pull my section tight and paint the perimeter first of the hair, the outsides. So that side, under there, split her open if you like. I'm not too worried about being super duper thorough though, because I've got a balayage here, it's dark. You're not really going to see a whole heap of purple on there anyway, so I'm not too worried about saturation at the roots. And then I'll put my hand underneath here, and that's where I'm going to go really heavy with the saturation. Spread it open. Yeah, don't want to do it like that. You want to swipe from side to side and really spread that hair right open, because when you're applying a direct dye, you don't have an activator, remember that. You don't have peroxide that's gonna sort of do the work for you. You are the activator, so you have to really manually get this color on there. Now I'm gonna apply this to a mesh sheet. See, I'm wiping my hands. So if this was a client, they would have their cape here, and I would put this underneath just to keep it neat, and you don't want the cape getting all messy if you can avoid it. And then I'll put another mesh sheet over the top. But I can still see that that is purple, you know? Right, next one, keeping the angle. So we said this was going to be the warm side. So the next color that I'll do will be like a magenta kind of pink. And the same concept, I'm pulling the hair out and I'm just saturating here, but I'm not too worried about putting it on her roots, especially with a mannequin head. All I'm going to do is just color her head if I saturate the roots, you know what I mean? Hand underneath, swipe, swipe, swipe. Going back for fresh color. Be liberal, smashing it in. There we go, that's what you want, that nice even color saturation. All right, and once I'm happy with that, I'll just pull it down flat, apply another mesh sheet, and move on to the next color. Purple, pink, orange, and then what I'll do on the other side will be I'll start doing blue, green, yellow, and yeah, you'll see what I mean. As it comes together, it'll be a little bit easier to understand. I think sometimes I struggle to explain things that are going on in my brain to come out. Yeah, and it's very important to wipe your hands, because if I didn't wipe my hands after I finished that pink and then I went for this blonde section, I would be accidentally putting pink in here. That's happened to me like way too many times. So look back if you need to refer to remember like what colour you're up to. It's not hard to get lost when you're nervous on a live. So I'm up to green. I think what I might actually do is just take this front panel, take it all in one now, and I'll just keep working like this. And underneath. Okay. Hands. Okay, so we're up to blue. So now we're back at the start for purple. Okay, now this is going to be a nice chunky strip of purple. If this is too wide, like if it's too much for you to handle, just split it in half like that and just do one at a time, because sometimes it can be a bit too much hair for your hands to handle. You start taking really wide sections like that. Spreading it open. Alright, and I've got to about here and I've run out of colour, so I'm going to go back for fresh colour. Yeah, rather than smoothing it down. Would this live be saved? Yes, absolutely. As soon as I'm finished the live, I'm going to post it to my wall as well, like to my page, so you'll be able to go straight back in and rewatch the whole thing, because it's probably going to take like an hour, and I don't expect you all to be able to sit around for that long, so I will definitely be posting this for you. Here to this page. I might do like a little bit of a snippet to Rainbow Hair Artist, but it'll be living on this page. Hair type, I find like does play a role in how long my client's colour lasts them. So people with really thick, coarse hair always seems to last them longer. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm just like blah, blah, blah. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, people with thick hair types seem to really soak up the colour and lasts them a lot longer than people with really fine hair types. Just a random thing that I've noticed over the years. One thing I might just bring up is like when I'm doing a balayage, I do still like to put some colour on the dark. It does make a difference towards the end, it does. It just really adds to it and it like ties the two together. So it's when I'm sort of coming to the front here that I'm starting to really think about what colours I'm putting where. Notice I'm following the colour wheel and I'm up to orange. So my next one is going to be yellow, green, blue. So just think about that. Because you don't probably want to end up with like a big bright yellow patch right in her part, you know. Spread that hair open. Okay, so that's one side completed now. So see how we've gone and started up the warm side. So we've worked up the warm side of the colour wheel here. So now when I go to this side, see I've got purple, pink, orange. On this side, I'm going to do blue, green, yellow, and work up that way. So the two sides are going to be sort of opposite. You know what I mean? And then when it comes time to actually wash this colour out, I'll take 5 minutes before I do that, and I'll take all of these out and I'll smooth the hair to get a really nice photo for Instagram and videos for TikTok, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to show you how I do that now. And then I would do the other side as well. And then look at that. How's that for a processing picture? Thank you so much for you guys that have hung around. And yeah, like I said, I will be posting this pretty much straight away to my page, so you'll be able to go back and watch it as many times as you want. And yeah, I will show you the results soon. Thank you so much. See you next time. How do I finish this now?